I saw that way in the back. There's always that one person who doesn't want to clap. You know, they come to the comedy show, they think to themselves, I just want to get a drink, I just want to get something to eat. I didn't come here for you to tell me what to do, funny man. And to that person I say, fuck you. The world needs a little bit more niceness and appreciation. It's not an easy job, you know? So another round of applause. It's weird. I was at another bar the other night, one that I don't like quite as much as this one, and the place was packed, all right? I mean, I'm talking like shoulder to shoulder, it was just crazy packed. And a waiter passes by, and I ask him, hey, can I see the menu? And he just looks at me, dead in the eyes, it's never happened to me before. He goes, no. I'm like, excuse me? Like, I'm at a restaurant, like, I'd like to see a menu. And then he kind of tries to level with me, you know, like man to man, guy to guy. It's like, look, dude, honestly, it's just a really busy night tonight. I have to go upstairs for the, you know, to get the thing, go to the kitchen, and if everybody's, you know, finished that last fry on their plate. And it's too much. Can you just please help me out? And I'm thinking to myself, here's a chance to help this guy out, like to make his day a little easier. Wouldn't it be nice if somebody came to my job and made my day a little bit easier? And it's like, I should really take this opportunity. And I thought, fuck it, I'm hungry and I got a chicken sandwich. So, that's how it went. But restaurants can be intimidating places. I mean, seriously. My mom's a diplomat, and that's why I can speak English so well. And we were in Vienna when I was about 16 years old. Now, to me, Vienna is the capital of hot dogs, okay? Like Vienna, Wiener, that's kind of, the words kind of go together in Spanish. Vienesa kind of goes from there, you know? It's like you go to Hamburg, you want to get a hamburger. I was in Vienna, I wanted to get a hot dog. Now, my German's not so good, and we go to this place that was called the Fritzl place. Now, that was probably not the real name, but they served Fritzl, and that's the only way I can remember it. And the waiter there, he was just the rudest guy I'd ever met in my entire life, okay? This guy was just me, you know? And I go there, and he's like, hey, what are you having? And I'm like, you know, I'd really like a hot dog. And he looks at me and he goes, no, we do not serve hot dogs at the Fritzl place. You can only have Fritzl at the Fritzl place. And my mom's a diplomat, you know? I'm letting her down, you know? She's giving me that look. You know, the look that just goes right through you, and I kind of just want to turn into the chair, like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I did everything wrong, you know? And she's looking right through me, I'm kind of fidgeting, and then the waiter, you know, goes around and starts asking everybody what they'd like to drink. And comes up to my mom, and mom's like, you know, I'd like to have a beer, please. And he looks at her dead in the eye and goes, no, we do not serve beer at the Fritzl place. You can only have wine with your Fritzl. And you know, my mom tries to play it cool, like, oh yeah, I knew that. I was just testing you, Fritzl guy. I just wanted to make sure this place was legit. You know, because she's a diplomat, she's got to have her stuff together. And it's interesting, because that kind of thing is the kind of thing that she always taught my sister, you know? They always had, like, woman-to-woman conversations about being a woman, about the things that their life is about. And my sister always complained that they were a little bit outdated, you know? And I wondered what she meant by outdated. Like, is she teaching you how to wear a corset? Like, is it a period thing? I hope it's not a period thing, because I kind of want to know. Like, I'm curious. And she's like, no, but it's like really outdated. I don't feel that it applies to my life. And she explains to me that what it is we've probably all had this happen to you, that sometimes you carry shame from things that you've done in the past, and it's just like a sniper. You know, it just comes at you at random times. So like, you're 6 years old, you're kind of like playing with your nose, and there's a girl next to you, and she kind of sees you, and you're kind of picking at it, and she goes, ew, that's disgusting. That has literally happened to me, and it haunts me every day, okay? Like, I'll be taking a test, I'll be out on a date, I'll be on a job interview, and I'll think in my head, ew, that's disgusting. I'm a horrible human being. And my sister's telling me this, and, you know, she's like, but you know, I never had that happen to me. Like, I don't have those things haunt me to this day. And I don't understand why mom's giving me this talk. And I'm like, I wish I got that talk. Right here. Be nice to know that's normal. I'm not the only one. And I have a lot of shameful things like that. Like, when I was 9 years old, okay, I was a fat kid, all right? I was growing up in the States, and, like, they don't have the sugar here that they have in the States, okay? If they had the sugar here that they have in the States, that'd be 3,000 pounds, okay? They don't have jelly glazed donuts here the way they're meant to be done. You guys know what I'm talking about. And I was a fat little kid, and I was, like, in 4th or 5th grade, and it was a hot summer day when we were in class. And the teacher, she had a glass desk, right? So she asked everybody to come over to go see something on the board or see something on the desk. And I'm kind of leaning over on the desk, and I kind of feel a bit of the glass, you know, on this hot day on my stomach. feels kind of nice. Thinking to myself, that's kind of a breeze. So I kind of just reach over, I lift my shirt up, and I just put my stomach on the desk, like all the way, like my whole stomach. And I'm like, oh, this feels really good. Like with cold, with hot. And there's a girl next to me, and she goes, ew, look what Ricardo's doing. He's putting his stomach on the desk. I'm like, no, I'm not, you stupid girl. And isn't it a little bit fucked up that even at age 9, I knew that the best way to put a woman down was just to call her a woman? That was what went through my head at that age, you know? I didn't know it consciously, obviously. And you try to grow up, and you have female friends, and you talk to your mother, and you talk to your sisters, and you try to grow out of it a little bit. You know, just because I'm overtly challenged doesn't mean I can't reach across the aisle. But it's hard, because the society that we live in kind of pushes you into being that macho alpha asshole guy. You know, I mean, have you heard of pickup artists?
Yeah.
These pickup artist guys, like, have you ever stopped to look at the word pick-up artist? Like, what exactly are they picking up? You know, like women are furniture to be moved around from one place to another. You know, there's no other job that you can have moving things around in which you're considered an artist. Right? Nobody ever moves and goes like, yeah, I think I need like a Kurt Cobain type to get my bed from here to there. You know? Da Vinci's gonna move my fridge down the stairs, you know? Name me one single famous mover. You can't, you know, because it's not an art. So where does the art come from? The art, to them, comes from blowing smoke up a girl's ass and lying to her enough until she thinks that you're a certain way and you get to sleep with her. Well, let me tell you, my good friend, you're not an artist. You're just an asshole.
Yeah!
All right? And these guys, I mean, they'll go to crazy lengths. I mean, imagine how exhausting it must be to be on a date with a guy like this. You know, that those guys that go through playbooks, you know, that think like they just have to go from page 1 to 16. Like, if I follow all the steps, you know, here it says something about rag and chloroform. Fuck, I forgot the rag. Hey, can I borrow your sweater? Oh, what is that, cashmere? That's nice. If I pour a little bit here, that's awful. Who writes these things? Bill Cosby, for Christ's sake? If there are pudding pop coupons at the back of your book, put it down, move away. You don't need that. You don't need that. And on top of these pickup artist guys, there's the player types, okay? There's the guys that don't think they need the book, they just think that they're all cool, they're awesome, they can get all the girls that they want. But really, half the time, girls just want to get laid too. You know? They're not sleeping with this guy because of what he's saying. They're sleeping with him despite the shit he's saying. I have heard, this is a real conversation. I heard a girl tell another girl, oh yeah, man, he was ripped, he had a big dick, it was awesome. She goes, oh, are you going to see him again? Hell no, he was dumb as a doorknob. But I might fuck him again. You know, and you can't just go through life with like that, not making any sort of real connection. And there's one type of guy that's even worse than the player, that's even worse than the pickup artist. It's the nice guy. You guys know the nice guy, these guys that think that friendship plus time equals sex? You know, they do like 90 days, like they're owed something, like they just punched out a subway card. You know, like, well, I've listened to you talk, I've gone out with you and your friends, I've held your hair while you puked, it's go time. And then she's like, ew! And immediately the dude's like, well, I guess you're a bitch. You only like bad boys. Why can't you ever date a nice guy? Why can't you realize I'm a nice guy? Dude, if you're pretending to be a nice guy just to get in her pants, you're not a nice guy. Let me tell you right now. That's not how it works, okay? Friendship plus time does not equal sex, all right? But don't clap so much, ladies, because girls are a little bit part of the problem too. You know, they objectify men a little bit too. They don't really know. You know, I was with this girl, and we were talking, and she's kind of a virgin. This girl that's kind of a virgin, which is kind of weird, because like she's had sex, but like it was kind of over before she knew it was in. So she's not really sure she had sex. And I'm talking with her, and I asked her, hey, is there any, like, have you ever wanted to, like, explore the male body? Like, is there anything that you've ever been curious about, like, touching a guy or something like this? And she goes, I'm afraid of dicks. And I'm like, bitch, I'm like 95% not dick. All right, 96. All right, 96. more dick than other guys. 1%, 1%, I'm 1% dick. I would say, if you try to touch me, you're probably not going to touch dick, is what I'm saying. But I'm a hypocrite. I gotta admit it, I'm a hypocrite, because most of the jokes you've heard tonight are actually lines that I plan to use on dates. Because talking with a girl is actually considerably less nerve-wracking than this is. So I kind of want to go in with an idea of what I want to say. And it's weird because I've been on dates where I've said the same jokes, told the same stories, and she's laughing her ass off, she's having a great time. Talk to another girl, she goes, do you have an off button? I'm kind of done with this. I don't want to hear it anymore. And it's difficult, you know, but you want to kind of go in with a game plan. And I do. I mean, I don't have a book. I don't expect anything from her. You should never, ever, ever expect anything from a woman on a date or in any situation. A woman never, ever, ever owes you anything sexually. That's right. Unless she's already given you a handy. I mean, if you're already halfway through, it's just impolite. I'm just saying, it's just impolite. Now, I would never push her to keep going because, you know, it's, hey, as far as you want to go, it's what you want to do. You don't want to get dirty. I understand. I'll finish on my own. It's just own goal it. Don't worry about it. But the reason I have a hard time understanding it is that when I'm giving a girl head, I'm really committed to giving a girl head. Like, I'm like the 33 minors down there, you know? Like an hour and a half. I don't care how long it takes. I'm not very good if it takes an hour and a half. But I will be down there. And I will try to figure that shit out. And I'm dreading the tap, okay? Every guy in here and every lesbian in here knows the tap, all right? That's when she touches your head and you're done. That's it. Like, you've been there too long. It's not gonna happen. And I'm down there like, come on, please, just give me another minute. Just another minute and a half. Up, down, left, right, A, B. Come on, come on. Something's gonna work. Something's gonna work. Please. And then she's like, nope, sorry. Time to hit the showers. Thank you, guys.